Hello and welcome to Dynamic DCUO. Valmy here with my ice character Lonica in her wonderful new gear, showing you the ice loadout according to the blog site. And their loadout is pretty much like this. I tend to use Avalanche where they have the supercharge. I do use the supercharge, but I keep the Avalanche loaded because I just love Avalanche, and I'll sub in the Blizzard when I need it. Instead of Wintry Tempest, sometimes I will substitute Resonating Gale because it has knocks them off their feet and pulls them together. So I sometimes like that effect better. Sometimes I'll use Reflection if we're going against some of the bosses, like in the Ares fight or Athena fight, something like that in this zone, depending on what's going on, or if you just maybe have low skill points and need the shield. And my gear is decent. I'm at 312, so for this time and space, not bad. I run a turret instead of a trinket in most cases because I tend to forget a trinket, but a turret I always remember to use. Sometimes I'll sub in a Sidekick because they give you a little shield. My artifacts are at 140 and 120, that range, so solid but not anything spectacular. Running basic tack mods and power channeling on the hands strictly for gusts. Going with replenishing adapter, but I really probably ought to change that to max damage. Not that it makes much difference on that. Supercharged Blizzard, of course. Fortified Assault. Accelerated Reflection, which matters if you're running the shield. And Restorative Wintry Tempest, which with me using less Wintry Tempest is not huge. Now, as far as augments go, on the new augments, I've got them at rank 4 and 5, so okay, nothing special, and 240 range on the small runes. Going into the red version of this with Comrade Diana. Now, Wintry Tempest, you see, it does nice big wide area damage, and then you can snowball or dive in and do gust, but it doesn't have a knockback type effect. So and it's a little slower to recycle. So that's why you need to have two types of power interaction if you're going to run with it, because you need to have the Impaling Ice so you can dive in and hit them with that. Now with Resonating Gale, you can go more at a distance. Now unfortunately they don't give you two nice grouped up guys, but you can see at a distance you can do Resonating Gale and hit Snowball. Now I love to finish off with Avalanche just because I do, but it recycles really fast. And you can still dive in and knock them off their feet again with Impaling Ice and hit them with Gust, Avalanche, whatever suits your fancy or the situation. Now for this first sub-boss, I will sub in Wintry Tempest because he doesn't wander all over and he's not super fast. So Wintry Tempest gets him going. I pop up my turret so you can tell when I used a trinket. And that way the trinket will recycle. It's kind of like a boo. It cycles pretty quick. So by the second boss, it'll be back. And when Tempest comes up again, I'll throw that back at him again just so he can stay in the area of damage. And he goes down pretty good. But by having the loadout that they do, at first I was concerned about it. I was missing my Bitter Winds and some other things. But the pet kind of takes the place of a shield in a lot of situations where Wind and I were used to running shields. So we had to just get used to life without the shield. And it kind of like Highlander too. But it's been working out pretty good. So with this, I bring in the Sidekick and she throws up a little light barrier for me. I put in Blizzard instead of Gust because I'm not going to be standing face to face, toe to toe with Grail. Although this is the first time I've faced her since I put on this gear and got to 312. So it is a little bit of an easier fight than what I've been used to with Lonica. But the Gale is nice because it does do the knockdown. Not as much on Gale, but it does still affect her some. But with the Gale, I can stay at a distance, do that, and snowball and avalanche and just keep those things going at her. Because anything you can do against the high level mobs is to knock them off their feet or keep them from attacking you is always good. Now here she's about dead, but I'm in half life, so just out of safety's sake I'm going to grab the barrel here and then overkill because supercharges came up and do that. And this is the new gear. at the time of this recording. The capsules just came out about 5 days ago. So open up the time capsules and put this stuff on. Still got to get the hands at this, but I really am loving this look, and this is the new hairstyle as well. The Amazonian Conqueror look, and this is the enhanced stuff. I'm really enjoying it. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did. Give a salute out to Comrade Diana. And for the rest of you, happy gaming.